Oikein hyvää tiistai-aamupäivää kaikille. Olemme siirtyneet lokakuun puolelle, mutta aiheena edelleenkin yhtä ajankohtainen Artificial Intelligence. SAP Business AI tämän päivän webinaarin topikkina, ja siitä meillä on kertomassa lisää Robert ja Peter Neomorelta. Ja ennen kuin päästetään herrat päivän aiheen kimppuun, niin käyn ihan lyhyesti läpi muutamia käytännön asioita ja sitten tehdään pikainen kurkkaus tuttuun tapaan tuohon Finugin tulevaan tapahtumakalenteriin. Eli tervetuloa kaikki tähän webinaariin. Mun nimi on Aleksi Rustalo-Karhu ja olen SAP Finugilla toiminnanjohtajana. Ja tästä webinaarista te tulette saamaan tallenteen ja esitysmateriaalin sitten jälkikäteen sähköpostitse. Te olette kaikki tässä mutella eli äänettömällä, mutta osallistukaa, pistäkää kysymystä ja kommentteja missä tahansa vaiheessa tätä webinaarin kulkua, niin me nostellaan niitä teidän viestejä sitten viimeistään tuolla lopussa Q&A-osiossa sitten vastailuun. Hyvä, siinä käytännön jutut, ja haluan mainostaa tässä vaiheessa meidän tulevaa vuoden isointa tapahtumaansa Finug-syysseminaaria, jossa muun muassa Neomore on premium-kumppanina paikan päällä. Ja me juurikin julkaistiin puheenvuoroja paljon ja puhujia, ja ne löytyy kaikki tuolta syysseminaarin tapahtumasivulta. Ja piakkoin julkistetaan lopullinen ohjelma, johon mahtuu vielä mukaan muutamia tulevia puhuja- ja puheenvuorojulkastuksia. Eli piakkoin saatte nähdä sitten lopullisen ohjelman, mutta nyt on jo 30 puhujaa livenä tapahtumasivulla. Tässä kalvolla ei näy linkkiä, mutta hypätään tuohon seuraavalle. Eli kaikki meidän tapahtumat tutuspaikassa sapfinug.fi/tapahtumat. Ja sieltä myös syysseminaarin tapahtumasivulle pääsee ja tutustumaan ohjelmaan ja hankkimaan liput. Tuossa näkyykin meidän tällä hetkellä julkaistu loppuvuoden agenda. Partnerivetoisia webinaareja tulossa useampia sekä myös muutama työryhmä, jotka on suunnattu vain noille meidän varsinaisille jäsenille eli käyttäjäjäsenille. Me puhutaan eli asiakasjäsenille. Hyvä. Tässä en käy näitä webinaareja läpi, käykää tosiaan tuolta meidän web-sivulta lukemassa lisää. Niin hypätään päivän aiheeseen ja tässä vaiheessa vaihdetaan myös kansainvälinen vaihde silmään eli englanti päälle. So let's get started with today's topic of SAP Business AI. And I would like to hand over the virtual stage to Robert and Peter for this final and third of the webinar series with Neomore.
All right, thanks Alexei. Let's start with a short introduction. So my name is Robert Schneider. I'm heading our cloud technology and architecture team here in Neomore. My team basically deals with everything that's out there in the cloud from SAP, from S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition to BTP and all the services that are out there on the BTP. We are the leading BTP partner in Finland and can support you in any service that is out there on the BTP and beyond. We are really strong in integrations and so on, but more on that in a second. So, Peter, over to you.
Good morning. My name is Peter Björkqvist, heading the sales operations at Neomore, and as Robert said, we are positioned as the leading BTP partner in Finland, and really happy that all of you join us even to this webinar to discuss about the business AI. Robert.
Right, let's have a look on the agenda. So great to see so many of you joining online. So we will start with a short introduction to Neomore. The ones who already joined our previous two webinars, those is already familiar, but let's do this quickly. And then we will do an introduction to business AI, followed by a short demo. Then we will discuss about AI workshops, really interesting, followed by the Q&A session that Alexi already mentioned. So really looking forward to your questions. Please put them to the chat. All right. Yes, Neomore we have around about 80 experienced SAP consultants. We are constantly looking for new talents. So if you feel like you would like to join us, just drop us a note, and we will be happy about that. We have more than 40 customers in various industries, from manufacturing, forest, retail, and so on. Our offices are in Espoo and in Tampere, and all of our colleagues are located in Finland. Additionally, we have more than 20 consultants in our partner network. And on the right side, you can see the areas of expertise. All right. So what we do is basically we do business consultancy. We have a huge team of functional consultants that support all lines of businesses that you have seen on the previous slide, and we can help you setting up your SAP system according to your needs. Then we have also a great team that can develop custom Fiori applications. That's what Neomore is famous for. One of our key pillars, following the clean core principles that we discussed in the first webinar, and making sure that we have a great user experience for your end users. And then we also have my team, as I mentioned, dealing with the cloud technologies, with integration suite, making sure we do develop state-of-the-art integrations with latest technology, making sure those are clean core. And yes, we are the leading BTP partner in Finland, supporting all areas of the BTP. Last but not least, we also have the AMS support and cloud application lifecycle management services available. All right. Here's an excerpt of our customers. It's not all the customers, but the ones highlighted today. And yes, let's start with a really short recap of what we have learned during the last 2 weeks and what we went through. If you missed the webinars, just reach out to us. We can provide the materials and a link to the recording, so you can go through it by yourself also afterwards. In the first session, we were talking about clean core, extensibility, and integration of S/4HANA. And as you can see, yes, we were focusing on key user extensibility, making sure we get the most out of the S/4HANA standard apps. We did some kind of on-stack developer extensibility. We are showing custom fields that were not available previously. And then, especially last week, we were talking about the SAP Build family, which is part of the BTP and under this umbrella of side-by-side extensibility of the S/4HANA. And also the topic that we are covering today with Business AI, that is located on this side, on the BTP side, and we have this secure connectivity between your S/4HANA system and the BTP. And on the BTP, we can build those AI capabilities. But let's come to that in a second. Right, so you can see also today we are talking about running extensions on the BTP side by side next to your S/4HANA system. So we won't touch the S/4HANA, but we'll again communicate via APIs. Right, and then last week we discussed about the SAP Build with a strong focus on the process automation, where we were discussing about processes and workflows. We created forms, did tasks automation, document information extraction was one of the demos that we were showing, where we extracted information from incoming PDF files and created an order directly in SAP via standard APIs. Right. Okay, but let's jump into the topic of today. And there, I think it's good to start with definition. So what is Business AI? What are we actually talking about? And Business AI is a collection of SAP portfolio of AI services and AI applications to automate and optimize business processes and user experience running on and powered by SAP BTP. So you can see we are talking about AI services and AI applications. That means there's already something available for you with out-of-the-box running applications that we can start using today. And let's look into that also, and also look into those AI services. So on this slide, you can see the components of SAP Business AI. I guess many of you have seen this before, but it's still very relevant to go through those. So first of all, the Business AI is relevant, reliable, and responsible. And then we have Joule as a unified user experience and UI to access the Business AI. Then there's a wide variety of embedded AI capabilities that we will look into. And the AI foundation lies within the business technology platform, where we have all those AI services available in the BTP, like the document information extraction that we were looking at last week. And those are all within the BTP. And of course, SAP is not alone in the AI market, but partnered up with a lot of great partners around the world, invested also in some of those. But you can see like the AI ecosystem of SAP down here with AWS, with Google Cloud, IBM, Microsoft, and many more, of course. Right. So just very quickly, probably you heard it, so I don't want to bother you with this, but AI is relevant. That means, first of all, like one of the key differentiators that SAP has with this Business AI is that SAP has your historic, basically you have your historic data in your SAP system that you now can start using and train your AI models to come up with predictions and so on. So access to your historic data in your SAP system is something that exclusively you have when you start using the Business AI from SAP. And using this historic data that is in your SAP system, SAP can make sure that the AI result is then also relevant for you to the maximum. Right. Then, of course, Business AI is reliable, and that means we use state-of-the-art technology. We use the latest standards and so on to make sure that the outcome is reliable, and also together with the AI partners that you've seen on the previous slide, making sure that the AI is always available and the result is reliable. Last but not least, also very interesting, and I think this is also very relevant, is that SAP puts a huge focus on this whole ethical topic with AI, and this ethics is very much implemented already within SAP, and all the authorizations are reused that we already have in S4HANA, and this ethics really brings something to the table that is really relevant within the AI space, because we have to take care of the ethics and have to act responsible, of course. Right. So let's first start with Joule, or Joule, like Finnish people say. So what is Joule? It's a co-pilot that truly understands your business. That's the slogan that SAP came up with. And you have seen maybe this slide before, with the business technology platform serving as the foundation of your ERP system. And now you can see Joule, or Joule, really spans this full spectrum and serves as a unique interface and supports all the SAP solutions that are out there, from S4HANA to SuccessFactors, to Ariba, to CX, and so on. So Joule is out there, and you can start using the Joule everywhere in all the SAP solutions. But let's see that in a minute. Yes, but as mentioned, it's an advanced generative AI copilot. And I mentioned it's out there, so that it was not yet 100% precise. But here you can see SAP's information when Joule will be available. So on the BTP, for example, in the Business Application Studio, it's already there. You will see that also in the demo, how we can use Joule to generate some apps. In S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, since beginning of the year, there's an early access available for selective partners and customers, and it's generally available still this year. That is what we can see currently on the SAP Roadmap Explorer that I linked down here. So once you get the slides, you can also explore that yourself and can see the roadmap. But on S/4HANA Cloud Public Edition, it will be generally available during this quarter. So looking forward to that. And on the private edition, the minimum release is 23 feature pick stack 1. So once you have that in place, then you can also start using Joule within S/4HANA Cloud Private Edition. Within SuccessFactors, it's already there. You can already start playing around with Joule and making use of its advantages and its great features in SuccessFactors. And Ariba and SAP Sales and Service Cloud is also to come still within this year, as we can see in the Roadmap Explorer. Right. So there are basically 4 interaction patterns for Joule. And those are informational, meaning we can ask Joule, what is the status of order XYZ, and then it will just show you the order or directly show you the information. It's also navigational, meaning you can ask Joule, where can I find the information about customer XYZ, and then it will navigate you to the customer, right? Or correct. Regarding informational, that can also lead you to help pages provided by SAP, just as a side note. Then there's also transactional feature, where you can actually let Joule do some of your tasks. For example, in SuccessFactors, there's this possibility to generate job postings or create summaries of candidates' CV and things like that. So there, Joule is already helping you on your daily business. And then also coming this year is this analytical pattern for Joule, where Joule can also show you some graphs and show you some analytics based on the questions that you asked to Joule. Right. Now that we covered Joule, let's check the embedded AI capabilities, and that is a very interesting topic. So if you look at this slide, we can see there is already today a lot of built-in analytical capabilities within S/4HANA. And we, as Neomore and our team of functional consultants, can also help you in guiding you towards those AI capabilities and starting to make use of them. So those are really low-hanging fruits. Look at those AI capabilities that are already there. And if you feel like those are interesting, then enable them within your sandbox, start playing around with them if those AI capabilities that SAP already implemented and that are part of S/4HANA, for example, or other SAP solutions. You see, for example, also Ariba here in the slides and other solutions as well. If you feel like those AI capabilities are interesting for you, then just reach out to us. We can also share our experience with those and help you setting those services up. And for example, to highlight, there's this cash application when we come to finance. But let's have a detailed look first. We can basically go through all the line of businesses or through all the different processes within your organization and check which AI capabilities are already available. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to come up with own AI capabilities if SAP already has a solution for that. For example, when we are creating sales orders, there's already solutions available that include machine learning, that include also those bots that we have seen last week for this SAP build process automation. So there's already a lot of AI capabilities out there when it comes to sales orders, and also on the way from the sales orders to the cash income and to the working capital within those processes. There's a lot of AI capabilities already available, like this dispute management, where you can use the AI capabilities of SAP to let you generate a script when you want to call your business partner to manage this dispute, or it can also pre-generate some email if you want to. So this is already available. And right, also when it comes to managing payments and bank communication, there's also already a lot of AI capabilities available that you can start using. And as I mentioned, I picked one example today, which is this SAP cash application, which is provided by SAP. It's a service which runs on top of the BTP that helps you with the intelligent invoice matching and will use machine learning to automatically match your invoices against the payments. Yes, so it automates and simplifies the order to cash process in accounts receivable accounting, and it integrates with S/4HANA on-prem, but also with cloud, of course. So if you haven't heard about that yet, then go and check it out or reach out to us. This is just one example of the AI capabilities that are already there. I mean, I could spend 1 hour just talking about the AI capabilities that are already there. But yeah, I think a good starting point, if you want to see what is already available, is just, we can basically do it right now. We can quickly go, I think, yes, just go to sap.com/AI. Then you end up on this site. And here we can drill down the AI capabilities that are already there based on your process or on your line of business, and can check out, for example, what is already there in the finance area. And then we can just click here, and then we will probably also find this cash management app. There we have it. Yes, there's Joule, there is intelligent collections management, yes. And yes, there's this cash applications also here, intelligent invoice matching automation, and a lot of other stuff as well. So go out there, go to sap.com/AI and check out what is already available today. All right, back to the slides. Okay, now we're talking about AI Foundation. So the AI Foundation, as I mentioned in the beginning, that's basically those services that are out there within the BTP that we will use to develop AI extensions on top of your SAP solution like S/4HANA. And now this will or can get quite technical, of course, but I would like to highlight 4 services today. As I mentioned last week, we were already talking about the document information extraction, so I'm not covering that today, but today we will look at the AI Launchpad, AI Core, Gen AI Hub, and the HANA Vector Engine, because I think it's important to understand those in order to come up also, or in order to understand what are we capable of doing, and in order to come up with your own ideas of what can we actually do. And so just very quickly, we have the AI Launchpad, which basically is a UI which you can use as a playground to play around with different kind of models, language models, large language models from different providers, and do some prompt engineering, prompt management. You can analyze the results of certain prompts and call one and the same prompt against different language models and play around with them, and also see the costs that are involved for this kind of prompt against the different kind of models that are available. Right, then of course the AI Launchpad also has a lot of libraries and SDKs that we can use. So this is like the user UI when we come to AI. Then we have this AI Core, which plays very much together with this AI Launchpad, which holds all those trust and control features. So when we are talking about the reliability and the ethical parts and the security, all that is part of this AI Core. And then we also have those foundation models that we can access via the AI Core, where we can use probably, like, we will use mostly those models that are built by partners of SAP, like OpenAI or Microsoft, Falcon. Depending on the use case, we can choose different kind of large language models that fulfill our needs. Right, and those, everything that we were talking about so far, they are part of the Generative AI Hub that is out there in the BTP that we can use for our needs to develop our own applications and extensions. Right, and I also mentioned this SAP HANA Cloud Vector Engine. The Vector Engine is very important also to understand, because this allows us to provide information in an unstructured way to our AI. So let's imagine, and we have some POCs about that already, which are really successful. We have PDF files provided by the client, and the client says, yes, all our information that we have regarding our governance, for example, or regarding some equipment also, and it can be any kind of PDF file, or can be also Word, or can be also speech. It can be basically anything. We can put those to a database, which is then accessible via the AI, and the AI model can then extract the data that is within those PDF files, so that you can use it for your needs. For example, if you think about, I mentioned this equipment, and we have a lot of equipment information in a PDF file, then we can, after the PDF file is uploaded to the Vector Engine, we can then ask questions about the equipment that resides within S/4HANA, and can ask also specific questions, and the AI will extract the information from those PDF files for your needs, for our needs. Right, so this is summary. I think I went through that already with the AI Launchpad, focusing on user interaction, the Gen AI Hub for model access, and the AI Core provides the underlying infrastructure. Right, here I was talking about this Vector Engine. So for example, we have text documents those documents will then be separated in smaller chunks and will then end up in this HANA vector engine, from where a large language model can pick up the information and send the answer to an app, to an AI supported app, which runs, for example, within the BTP. So this is just for you to understand that, yes, we can extract information from your PDF files, from your text documents, and use them in order to come up with reliable answers for our AI. Right, let's quickly jump to a demo. I mentioned Joule is already there, so let's do that. What I did is I already went to the SAP Build lobby that you remember from last week, and here we can just go and create an application with SAP Build code, and I just said I create a full stack application. That's what I did, and this application now is completely empty. It's already loaded in here, and now I can go and let me first do it because it takes around 90 seconds for SAP in order to process that. So what I just did, I entered the prompt into Joule. So here now we are in the development environment, which is the Business Application Studio, where we can create full stack Fiori applications. That's what we do on a daily business. And in here we have this relatively new feature with Joule. So we have the Copilot here, and we can put in any kind of prompt to help, to get the help from Joule to generate applications. And here in this case, I just said I want to. Okay, let's read through this. I want to create a customer loyalty program application. We have several data entities: customers, products, purchases, and redemptions. And of course, we have the customer, and we can define what this customer properties are. And the same, of course, also for the purchases, for the redemptions. And so just by writing it down, I can tell the AI and the Joule in this case what to do. Right, and now those 90 seconds should be over pretty soon. We can see here in the background, it's generating the application at the moment, which is really cool. Okay, now I just need to accept that and say yes, just take it over as it is. And now this is reloading, and you can see, wow, now we have already the data models that I requested, and we can also check out the data. So SAP already pre-generated some data here, and now I can, just to show you, create one more prompt and tell Joule to update these data here. And as you can see, like, this is pretty generic, and I want some more more precise sample data. So what I did, if we check out the data now, I told the AI, please make sure that the names are Finnish sports legends, and all should have an email address with @neomore.fi, and I put in some other prompts, and this is basically all. So now I have 2 prompts and runs through Joule, and now we can go and check out how my application actually looks like. So this will now just take a couple of seconds to load, and this will open probably in a new tab, from where we can then see the actual application that I just generated via Joule within 2 prompts. And this, I would say, did not even take 5 minutes, and we already have an up and running app available, which of course is not yet ready for productive use, but it speeds up the development time pretty fast. And if you are a developer, then this is definitely something you should look into. And you can see the potential that this tool has to speed up the development time. And yeah, you get a really good kickstart for your developments. And of course, in a real case, I would then still make sure like those customer numbers look nicer and so on. But this is already a fully functioning app, and that is really, really cool. So this was just one example of a demo. Right, looking at the time, I'm now heading over to my colleague Peter. Thank you. See you again in the Q&A.
Good. Exciting things. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, so as you heard and probably know, AI, of course, is an extremely interesting topic, and a lot of things happening around that. And maybe some of you might wonder, okay, how should I start to go about with the business AI in my organization? And yeah, today I want to present one way of potentially going forward with this topic, i.e. the Generative AI Explore workshop. The concept is owned and developed by SAP App House, and it's centered around the human-centered approach to innovation. So what and when should you kind of consider to run this type of AI Explore workshop? It is, as it already in the title says, it's in the explore phase. So when you are thinking about how to identify some relevant business challenges and opportunities, and how Gen AI could potentially help in solving those challenges. So it's the explore phase. It is kind of opening your thinking about how to implement, how to improve the processes by using Gen AI. Then, of course, in this process, the next phases are the discovery, design, and delivery, and then, of course, the run and scale phases. But just focusing on how to get started, how to explore, how to find areas of relevant business challenges where Gen AI could be of help. So in this Explore workshop, what can you actually expect as an outcome from that? Of course, it's about identifying, defining, and prioritizing the use cases, but definitely with business impact. It is quite often difficult to find real business value, at least in the beginning. Once you start to explore this, where is the biggest impact or the fastest impact where Gen AI can actually improve business and results. So within this workshop, you get understanding about Gen AI, where to use it, what are the capabilities, and as Robert introduced, there's a vast number of ready-made applications or use areas for SAP Gen AI already, but what are the ones that could our business benefit from? Then, of course, identifying the opportunities and really be specific on the use case. So really get into the core of the detailed use case, how and what. And then, of course, potentially there will be several use cases that pop up with business impact. So in order to prioritize where to start, which are the first steps to take. As a workshop structure, it starts with, of course, getting started with the Gen AI. So really to understand the potential of Gen AI, what can it do for my business, depending, of course, on the line of business, but also the the different processes or different areas of business. Then in the workshop, we'll deep dive into the exploring the opportunities, identify the challenge, really define that challenge in a quantitative way. So what is actually the problem that we want to solve and to improve? And then, of course, to get ideas how Gen AI could address the challenges and problems. The third step is then to define the use case ideas, really to deep dive into selected scenarios and to evaluate that from the business, the technical, and also the ethical perspectives. And finally, then to compare and prioritize, to really start with the areas and ideas that has the most rapid business impact. So how we run the workshop, obviously the first step is to set a tangible, clear goal, and to really define what type of business impact do we want to achieve by doing this process. As a format, it includes a 1-hour intro session just to make sure that everyone who are participating are more or less on the same page when it comes to Gen AI. And then the actual workshop is a 1-day in-person event in order to benefit from the combined kind of idea sharing and really onboarding everyone on the topic. Well, who should participate then? Obviously, it needs to be involving the business owners, the problem owners, the ones who have the challenge or on the area that needs to be improved. But then, of course, IT, project sponsors, and if any Gen AI experts already within the organization, that would be very beneficial to have on board. Obviously, in order to be effective and get to the goal, it's good to choose the business area that are going to be tackled within the workshop prior to actual workshop. There's a vast number of supporting materials, so guidance, how to kind of identify opportunities with Gen AI, but also the limitations, the things that Gen AI potentially cannot do, or any kind of ethical limitations. Those are also within the scope of the workshop. And then defining the actual use case. There are templates, easy to kind of fulfill, easy to structure, and easy to guide you through the actual work within the workshop. Our role in this is to facilitate, in order for you to ideate and kind of identify and work on the actual business problem or challenge, and try to find a reasonable solution by using Gen AI. Good. So how much would such a workshop cost? Limited time offer, I would say. If you are interested, your commitment is to provide the facilities, commit to the time and to the effort, have the right people at the site participating fully into the workshop. Robert and I will run the actual facilitation of the workshop for free. So in case any of you got interested or want to know more, please do get in contact. We are more than happy to help you to start the path, the journey by looking into Gen AI opportunities. Good, thank you. Robert.
Thank you. All right. Yes, just some more marketing. I know you have probably seen it, but if you missed our first 2 webinars, just reach out to us if you want to hear more about clean core S/4HANA extensions and integrations, or about SAP Build. We will provide the material as said and send it to you, and then we can also have follow-up discussions after that. Another offer that we have next to the AI workshops that Peter was just talking about is the so-called BTP Roadshow. Price tag also here, it's free. And this is a customer event that we run per customer, tailored to your requirements, tailored to your questions, and tailored to your strategy and pre-knowledge, of course. We will tailor the agenda together beforehand, align it, we make some suggestions, and then we come up with an agenda that is valid to you. And yeah, we received excellent feedback from our customers with whom we already run the BTP Roadshow. So if you haven't done yet, and if you are interested in running a BTP Roadshow, where we go through all the aspects of BTP, we can start from scratch, basically, introduction to BTP, BTP in a nutshell, or also talking about those clean core topics, clean core extensions, integrations, SAP Build, AI, Signavio, basically anything that is out there on the BTP. If you're interested, just reach out to us, and we will be happy to run a BTP Roadshow together with you. All right, summing up today's session. First of all, yes, Business AI, or AI in general, it's quite a hype topic at the moment. But as you have seen, this is not just a hype, this is reality already. And customers and also partners like we are already using AI on a daily business, together with BTP, yes, to simplify tasks, enhance productivity, enhance user experience and decision making. So this is definitely something, if you haven't started yet, you should start. A good way to start is explore the already existing embedded AI capabilities, like I've shown. Go to sap.com/AI, check out what is already there, like the cache application that I was introducing to you today. And then those AI workshops that Peter was talking about, we have seen already. Those are a great event to come up with specific ideas of how you can like use AI to solve the problems, the issues that you have within your organization, using the AI capabilities that SAP provides to come up with a solution where AI supports your specific needs. So those Absolutely. Are really, really good.
Absolutely.
All right. I think now it's over to you, Alexei. Are there any questions that came up already?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Peter. We have questions, yes, and now it's a good time to type it on the question section. If you have a question or comment in mind, please type it now. But let's start the questions. The first one was, what do you need in order to activate already available AI capabilities, for example, AR invoice matching? Any extra license or technical add-ons required?
Yes, that's a good point. To answer that generically, because I'm not the expert on the example that you gave in the question, but in general, I can answer yes. Quite often we require an additional license from SAP. So here we are talking about AI credits, for example, that you need to purchase in order to start using the AI capabilities. And also this cache application, which runs on the BTP, is no exception there. So reach out to us. Our functional consultants can help you in detail of the entitlements and the services that you need and the costs that are involved in there.
Great, thank you. There's a lot of questions coming in. Let's go with the next one. Can we use this AI to find and fix issues in the code?
To define and fix issues in the code? Yes, to some extent, definitely, yes. To identify and fix, yes. So you can also ask AI.
The question was, sorry, my English word, to find and fix issues.
To find and fix issues.
Yeah.
Yes, that is possible. So you can put code snippets where you think an issue could be, or you know, like in this function or in this method, there must be an issue, but I didn't see it yet. You can put this code snippet to Joule and ask Joule to fix it. And the result will be surprising. It can do it. Yeah.
Great. Next one is, how else can I help a developer in his or her everyday work except generating the first version of the application?
Yeah, like this issue identifying and issue fixing is one thing for sure. Then what we also already do with AI, not directly with Joule, but with other add-ons that we can use within the Business Application Studio, is, for example, automated testing. We can generate test scripts, we can automate the unit testing. So here we're talking about test-driven development. That is definitely something where we already today use the AI to help where AI helps our developers in developing the apps and also developing more robust and higher quality apps than we did without AI.
Great, thanks, Anna. I believe that in those workshops you might also find new use cases for this.
Yes, definitely.
The next question is, who do you see are the critical parties and roles need to be involved within Gen AI workshops?
That's a good question. In the presentation, I tried to identify at least potential roles. Critical ones, obviously, I would say that definitely needs to be the problem owner in order to be able to describe the actual topic or challenge, but also to identify the required outcome. So what is the goal? What needs to be solved? But then of course, it doesn't hurt if there's people who have more technical understanding also about the solution or the actual current implementation. And quite often it also means in order to implement Gen AI, it requires support from the, let's say, the organization in general. So I would say people who actually can make the decision to start and explore and implement then a Gen AI solution. Yeah, I think that's the best answer I can give right now.
Yes, decision makers are definitely
Absolutely
needed, because in the best case we will end up at the end of the workshop day with a list of ideas that you came up with. Then it's up to you how to go forward with this and which use case you want to implement first and go with first. So that is definitely important. And yeah, I think it's not very important to have a deep understanding of AI or a technical background. That is something that we can bring to the table, and we can give you an introduction to AI in general, so you can start, or you should focus on the actual ideas on the actual needs that you have or the actual issues that you currently face and think about how we can solve them with AI.
Exactly. The kind of organizational buy-in is extremely important. Otherwise, it's kind of in vain to put the effort in if there's no real opportunity or possibility to actually implement. Yeah.
Thank you very much. The next question is, if I understood correctly, currently Joule is supported with S4 Cloud Edition, but when it will be fully supported with S4 Private Cloud Edition?
Yes, I think I had it on this one slide. If we go back to here, in the Private Cloud Edition, the minimum release for using Joule is 2023 release feature pack stack 1. So if you are on a lower release, you first need to upgrade your S4HANA to start using Joule. And also with this min release, there also the functional scope is still limited to what we see today in the public cloud edition already with. So I was talking about those, where did we have it? The AI capabilities or the analytical capabilities I wanted to highlight. Those are, for example, not yet available in the on-prem in the cloud private edition. So those are to come only in a later release.
Great, thank you. And next question is, how do you see the possibilities of using SAP AI for companies that do not use SAP BTP?
That's a good one. And the question is, why don't you use BTP? You should start using it.
Is that the final answer?
Well, it has a lot of advantages if you have the BTP. You already have a secure connection between the cloud and your S4HANA system via the cloud connector, for example. And but of course, you could also use other AI products, start using AI capabilities within Azure. That's definitely also something that you can do. But yeah, you have to make your homeworks in order to make sure it's secure, it's reliable, it's stable, which comes out of the box when you run the AI via the BTP. But definitely it's also possible, yes.
Great, thank you. Then there's a question, how can I access or who to contact for the previous sessions on SAP Build?
You can reach out to any of the guys that you see on this slide.
Either Robert and I or me, so just drop a line and we will share the previous sessions material and the recordings.
Then there is a couple of questions, almost the same ones. How do you see the possibility to use AI with on-premise? And another one, very similar. Can we use AI capabilities for HANA on-premise?
So answer to both questions, yes, you can use. If you have S4HANA on-premise, that is also totally fine. You won't be able to use the Joule capabilities as such, but you can definitely use all the BTP AI services out there, starting from easy document information extractions to AI Core, AI Launchpad, Gen AI. That is definitely also something that you can use. And also like the cache application that I quickly introduced, that is also supported if you have S/4HANA on-premise. And this is a very good example that this application actually uses the AI services running on BTP that I was talking about previously. And yes, definitely you can also use them while being on S/4HANA on-premise.
Great, thank you. We are now on time, and thank you for very good questions. I think we answered them all. Yes, we did. A big thanks to Robert and Peter, not only for this webinar, but the whole webinar series with Neomore. It has been really a pleasure, and I hope to continue the discussion in our autumn seminar, because Neomore is also there, the premium partner. Would you like to have final words for the webinar and the series?
Yes, thanks everybody for joining. It was a pleasure to host those webinars together with Alexi, together with Finug. Thanks, Alexi, for all your support, and yeah, see you at the autumn seminar. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And as mentioned already, if any one of you didn't have the chance to participate in the previous one, so, please drop us a line, and definitely during the autumn seminar, come to our stand and have a chat. We are more than happy to continue the kind of a dialogue with you guys. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Hope to see you all at the autumn seminar. Thank you, Robert and Peter, and everybody on the line.